Hi, welcome to Room 9, our region's largest classroom. I'm Mrs. Williams. I teach first grade in the Windsor C1 School District. That's in Imperial, Missouri. This is
Mrs. Forth. Hi, everybody. I'm from the Rockwood School District. I'm excited to be here with you today as we learn a little bit about reading and math. So before we start, we really want to know,
where are you? Are you near the airport? Top Golf? Are you out at Six Flags?
That's where I live.
Yay! Are you near the Magic House? Closer to the zoo? Maybe you are close to the St. Louis Arch or the Mississippi River. That's where I'm at. I'm a little bit south of St. Louis in Herculaneum near the Mississippi River.
It looks like we have friends from all over St. Louis joining us today.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Very exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our welcome poem. I'm going to point to the words. Feel free to join along with me as I say them. Ready? Welcome, welcome, everyone. How are you today? We are so glad to be with you, learning math and reading too.
And speaking of how are you today, we need to do a zone check because before we get ready to learn, each day we check in on our body and brain. Really smart scientists that study brains know that happy, calm brains do the best learning. If you are in the green zone, that means that you are calm, you are happy, and you are ready to complete your work, help others, and reach your daily goals. And this is the hand signal. So if you are in green zone, show me you're green and good to go. If you are in the blue zone, you might be feeling a little slow and low today. You might need to draw a picture, get a hug, or think some happy thoughts to be ready to learn. Your hand signal will look like this. If you are in the yellow zone, you're maybe a little frustrated, anxious, or maybe just really excited in a good way, but not ready to learn yet. So you need to take some deep breaths, get a hug, or talk to an adult that can help you be ready. If you are in the red zone, you have flipped your lid. Your hand signal looks like this, and you're probably not learning with this right now. You're very angry or upset about something. You need to stop, get help from an adult, take some deep breaths, and check the size of your problem. So show me your hand signal. Are you green zone and good to go? I hope you are. If you are blue, yellow, or red, choose one of our strategies to help you get ready to learn.
Are you guys ready to get started today? All right, before we start, let's do our Room 9 chant. Can you read this along with us? Okay. I am smart. I am kind. I am brave. I am me. Hi, readers. Welcome back to the reading part of today. I'm so glad you decided to join me. I have something new that I want to share with you. We've been reading a lot of fiction books, and today we're going to start reading nonfiction. Have you ever heard of the word nonfiction before? Yeah, I see some of you are like, yeah. Or I think so. It sounds familiar. Yeah, nonfiction is another type of writing that we're going to start reading today. So, what is nonfiction? Well, nonfiction tells us information about people, animals, places, and things. It's a way for us to learn even more about all of those wonderful things. In a nonfiction type of writing, you might learn information or facts or even some explanations explaining more about something. Nonfiction is typically newspapers, magazines, and even books, which is what we are going to read today. So nonfiction is a little bit different than fiction, isn't it? So since it's so different, maybe we need to think about what are the parts of a nonfiction book, because they do look very different. It's not like a storybook that we just read with a beginning and a middle and an end, with characters and problems. It's really different. So one of the things that you'll notice in a nonfiction book at the very beginning is a table of contents. A table of contents lets you know what's inside. What are all the parts that the author decided to include? So we're going to always check out the table of contents if they have it at the beginning of the nonfiction book. Another thing you'll see at the very back of the book is a glossary or an index. A glossary tells you new words or vocabulary and gives you the definition of what those are. It helps you understand all the information that you're learning in the nonfiction book. And an index helps you find what pages those words are found on. So we're also going to be checking for glossaries and indexes in the back of nonfiction books. Nonfiction books also have special things called text features. Text features can be bold words, headings, pictures and photographs, maps and diagrams. They tell us more information. So a nonfiction book might have lots of things on a page for us to pay attention to and learn more about what we're reading about. So there's lots of different parts of a nonfiction book. So since there's different parts, we read nonfiction books a little different than fiction books. How do you read a nonfiction book? It's a great question, isn't it? What do we do when we get a nonfiction book? Well, the cool thing about nonfiction books is you can read them in parts. You don't have to read it from cover to cover. You can look for certain parts that you want to know more about, or you can just read certain parts at a time. And when you read those parts, you definitely want to read and think. Nonfiction gives you a lot of information, and so you definitely want to take the time to think about that new information that you're learning and be able to retell the information or the facts that you learned. So reading nonfiction might take a little bit longer because you do a lot of extra thinking along the way. And then as you read nonfiction, you want to be sure to pay close attention to text features. You want to notice those text features. The authors put them there for a reason. And often there's exciting information in these text features that help us learn even more cool facts about what we're reading. So when we read nonfiction, we want to read it in parts. We want to stop and think and notice any nonfiction text features along the way. Are you guys ready to try it? I have this book, Places in My Community, that I thought maybe we could read together. When we were starting out our day, and Mrs. Williams and I always ask you, hey, where do you live? The areas that you live in is your community. And so I want to know a little bit more about communities since I'm always asking you about where you live. This book is written by Bobbie Kalman. Thank you, Bobbie. And Crabtree Publishing is allowing us to read this book today. So I think it's pretty important for us to thank Crabtree Publishing as well. Can we all say thank you? Yeah, I know they love it, and I love that they let us read their books. Okay, so we're going to start by reading Places in My Community. And I think we should look for the table of contents that I was talking about as something that's special in a nonfiction book. Table of contents usually found at the beginning. Yep, this book has it. This is the table of contents. These are all the parts that we could read about inside this book. And it even says at the top, what is in this book? So let's look at all the parts. What is a community? Places to live, places to work, places to learn, places to buy food, places to shop, community safety, places to get well, long ago, that sounds interesting, fun places outdoors, and then words to know and index. That's another part of the nonfiction. Let's check out the back. There it is. This is the index. Can you guys say index? So this is telling us, pages about food, 12 and 13. Or if I want to know about safety, I can see that on pages 5, 16, and 17. If I want to know about schools in a community, what pages can I go to? 5, 10, and 11. That's right. So this index and the table of contents both help us find parts that we want to read about. You guys want to get started? Okay, let's go back to the table of contents and let's pick out some parts that we know we want to read together today. So I definitely want to start with the first part, what is a community, so we can learn more about what exactly a community is. I think that's pretty important if we're reading all about communities. What else? Yeah, places to learn. Yeah, because we're learning together right now. That's a good one. So we might jump to that. And you wanted to know about fun places outdoors? We could possibly jump to that too. But let's get started. So what is a community? Where do I need to go? Page 4. Yeah, the table of contents is telling me the page to go to. I'm going to turn to page 4. Here we go. What is a community? So the heading at the top reminds me what I'm about to read about. We're about to learn all about what a community is. A community is a place where many people live and work together. A community has many buildings. It also has outdoor places like parks. What are some places in your community? Well, we have parks. We also just got a new bike park where you can ride your bike on trails. That's a fun thing to have in my community. What's in yours? You have parks too? Well, a school? A farmer's market? A laundromat? Grocery store? Those are all great places to have near where you live. Sounds like you live in very cool communities. A community neighborhood is where people live. Communities also have playgrounds, schools, stores, and fire stations. You see, here's a map of a community. You can see the school. Well, here's the grocery store, a pizza place, fire station, the zoo. I know some of you guys live near a zoo in your community. Okay, remember, when we read nonfiction, we also want to stop and think. So we need to think, what did we learn on these pages? Can you tell somebody what a community is? You can tell me, or if somebody's near you, you can tell them also. What is a community? Yeah, a place where people live, or they might work there. There's lots of places in a community. Yeah, there's even a neighborhood. Those are all great ways of explaining what a community is. Good job, readers. Okay, let's go back to our table of contents. I think I remember the next part that somebody said they wanted to read was places to learn. Do you guys want to hop to that part? Isn't it fun that with nonfiction, you can hop all around and read different parts? Yeah. Okay, what page do I need to go to? Page 10, here I go. Okay, page 10. Ooh, my heading this time says places to learn, just like in the table of contents. So we're gonna read all about where you can learn. Communities have schools for learning. Young children go to elementary school. Older students go to high school or college. What kind of school do you go to? Yeah, elementary school. School is a place to learn and have fun. You can do art and music at school. You can play sports too. What do you like to do at school? Math, PE, lunch and recess. Yeah, that's a fun part of the day. I think so too. There's lots that you could do at school. And it's a fun place to learn. And communities have schools. That's right. Are you loving reading nonfiction as much as I do? Yeah, I can't wait to read more parts of this book, Places in My Community. So make sure you join me again tomorrow because we're going to explore even more parts and learn even more about communities. But right now, it's time for you to head over to Mrs. Williams and let your brain stretch and grow even bigger with math. Have a great time. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Mrs. Forth. Wow, what a great story, guys. All right, well, it's time to get our math brains moving, and we know that we start each lesson with a little mental math warm-up, some counting. Today, we are counting by 10 all the way to 100, and let's see how we're counting. Uh-oh,
It's time to get those disco moves out. So go ahead and point that finger. We are headed all the way to 100 by 10s. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and count back. So let's switch hands. Here we go. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and 0. Great job, guys. Okay, so our job today is to be able to say, I can, you say it, add and subtract within 10. Awesome, I know you can, and we're gonna use 10s and 1s to help us out. So our first number sentence is 7 minus 4. So we need to start with 7 and take 4 away. So help me count out 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we said we were starting with 7 and taking 4 away. So now we have to take our 4 away and see what's left. We're finding basically the missing part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I have 7 and I take 4 away, how many are left? If you said 7 minus 4 gives us 3, you are correct. When we have 7 and take 4 away, we have 3 ones left. Let's get these guys out of the way. Go ahead and write the number sentence 6 minus 5. I'll clear our board. Okay, do you have your number sentence? Read it for me. 6 minus 5 equals. Okay, so if we're starting with 6, we have to count out our 6 ones. We don't have enough to make a group of 10, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, check that number sentence. How many are we taking away? We're taking away 5. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we start with 6 and take away 5, how many does that leave us? We have 1 left. Great job. While I get our board ready, you go ahead and write the number sentence 8 plus 2. So we're starting with 8 and we're adding on 2 more. Does your number sentence say 8 plus 2 equals? Remember to leave a little space for your answer at the end. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have our 8. How many are we adding on? That's right, it's 2 more. So let's do it. 1, 2. Hey, do you see what I see? We just made a group of 10. So that means that we can trade 10 ones for a tens disc. That means the exact same thing. So we made made a group of 10. We had 10 ones that made a group of 10 for us. So now if we look, we have 0 ones and we have 1 group of 10. So what's our big number? Yes, 8 plus 2 gave us 10. So we have 1 group in the 10 spot and 0 in the 1 spot. Great job, guys. All right. While I'm getting our board ready, you write the number sentence 9 minus 2. All right, so this time we're starting with 9, and are we adding on or are we taking away? Yes, we're taking away. So we're starting with our 9. Help me count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have 9. How many were we taking away? It was 2. Good remembering. 1, 2. So how many do we have left? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 ones. Do we have enough to make a group of 10? No, so we have nothing in the 10 space. So we have 7 ones left. When we have 9 ones and take away 2 ones, we're left with 7 ones. Good work, guys. Let's try 1 plus 6. You set up your number sentence and I'll get our board ready. Okay, so we're starting with 1, 1, and adding on 6 more. So there's our 1. How many more do we need? It's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we have 1 and add on 6 more, how many ones does that give us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't have quite enough to make a group of 10, so we have 7 ones. Did you put it in your number sentence? Let's read it. 1 plus 6 equals 7. I'm going to get our board ready for the next problem. You write the number sentence 4 plus 2. All right, do you have your number sentence? Read it with me. 4 plus 2 equals. So we're starting with how many? It's 4. Let's put them up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're adding on 2 more. So let's add those guys in there. 1, 2. Check and see. See if you can finish the number sentence on your own this time. Did you say 6? 4 plus 2 more gives us 6. So 4 ones plus 2 ones equals 6 ones. We did not have enough to make a group of 10, so nothing in the 10 space. All right, last one, 10 minus 3. So we have 10 and we're taking 3 away. Go ahead and write your number sentence now while I set up our board. Did you notice something when you were writing this? We already have a group of 10. So we have 10 and we're taking 3 ones away. Are we giving away all 10? No, we're not. So we have to trade our 10s back in for 10 ones. So we took our group of 10 and traded it into 10 ones so that we could give just 3 away. All right, so since we changed our group of 10 into 10 ones to take away 3, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Great job. So 10 minus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gives us 7. Great work today, guys. That's all the time we have for now. But take your room 9 rules with you. Remember to be safe by keeping your hands, feet, and objects to yourself and washing those hands. Be responsible by taking care of yourself and your work. Be respectful by using kind words and a kind voice no matter who you're talking to. And make yourself proud today. I'll see you soon.
Teaching in Room 9 is made possible with support of Bank of America, Dana Brown Charitable Trust, Emerson, and viewers like you.